The Alabama Work Zone Safety Act would implement a pilot program for speed cameras in roadside construction projects. For the next 2 years, the Alabama Department of Transportation will pick out one site to test the cameras before lawmakers potentially decide to implement them at every work site statewide. Representative Michael Kirkland says it'll help state troopers, who currently have to sit at work sites across the state to make sure people take speed limits seriously.
You got to have 2 state troopers on each work zone, one to chase the offenders down and enforce the law, and then another to stay there in the work zone in case there's a wreck or something. So, it costs money and it's hard to find people. It's very much a problem across the entire state.
And for workers on Alabama interstates, it's critical to have some sort of protection. That's why Tony Harris with the Department of Transportation says they'll be rolling out the pilot program as soon as possible.
Speeding is that one thing that contributes most to crashes that result in serious injuries and fatalities. So we really need people to be more conscious about safety and about speed, and to be more considerate of workers and those with whom they share the roadways.
And for roadside workers like Joel Oswald, it can mean the difference between life and death.
I'm in the service industry and deal with traffic all the time, and it would be great if we get people just to slow down. I mean, I want to be able to go home in the evening, Some people might look at it as a hindrance. I look at it as just a thing to remind people, hey, we've got people working here.
And if you don't heed the warnings, you could find yourself with a fine in the mail. In Huntsville, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.